Hello, JMU fans. Dave Thomas, the radio voice for JMU football and men's basketball, back once again talking with a former Duke in the NFL. And I must preface this by saying we didn't arrange this after the fact. This was already in the works before Jimmy Moreland gets his first NFL interception this past Sunday. Pleased to welcome in from the Washington football team, Jimmy Moreland. Jimmy, congratulations on an outstanding weekend.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Great weekend, and it wasn't set up. It wasn't planned, y'all. I'm letting y'all know now. So.
It's funny. I've been over at Chris Brooks's house, who is arranging this Zoom call through JMU Athletics, watching some games, and I'd left. And the local radio station that I work for here in Harrisonburg carries the Washington football team, has for years. I'm driving down the road, and I'm listening to the game on the radio. The pass, and it's picked. It's Jimmy Moreland, the people's corner. I heard that, and I immediately started screaming and honking the horn driving down the road on Port Republic Road, man. Just happy for you and thrilled that you had not only an interception, but really a solid game defensively overall against a really good offense.
No, it was a great game plan coming in. We have the OTAs and everything set up from the pandemic, so we had to really focus in and lock in the whole training camp on the playbook, know what the ins and outs, first quarter we started off kind of slow, got in the groove, and, we just stayed inside the game, and came out with a W. It was a good game overall.
Let's kind of go back to when you left JMU. The last time you and I spoke was in the end zone there at Bridgeforth Stadium. You just completed your pro day. You talked about how good you felt and the attention you were getting. You were talking to teams. Walk us through that process until you hear your name called in the 7th round of last year's draft.
The process was simple, basically just keep training, don't let up, even though pro day over, you did your numbers and things like that, I went home, got back with my own trainer from back home, and still was training, then, draft day come up, obviously, they was talking 3rd and 4th round, things like that, So media things always have their little whatnots on it. So first day go by, second day go by, it was kind of heart crushing. Threw a draft party on the last day, because I ain't want to set up on the first or second day, things like that, if I ain't get my name called, man. So coming down to the wire, I went in my room, I wasn't getting no calls, nothing like that. Then I got a call from Leesburg, Virginia. Obviously, I knew who it was. I like, oh man, back to Virginia, here I come. So, that whole day process, it was an emotional day for me and my family, being called as well for me, just having my name called on the big screen. So it was a great day, on that day, it got my name called, and I already knew what I was capable of doing. So, I had the rest was history.
Those who don't know you don't understand your confidence, but you and I have had this conversation a few times from your time at JMU to when you were a freshman and had to earn respect from not only your teammates but the opposition, that you've always been one of those guys that might have been an underdog. Nobody really evaluated you because you wasn't the biggest, you maybe not the strongest in stature, but your confidence in your ability, you make up for that. Did you feel like here we go again, even though you were a draft pick, going into that Washington locker room last year for camp?
You always have that chip in your shoulder because, they looking at you as a 7th round. I wasn't drafted as a high round guy, so, they looking at you as an under guy as you coming in. So my confidence level is always up, my ability to make the plays on the ball, I just had to get down to the new game, being around new grown men. Now we getting paid to play, so you got to come bring your stuff every day in practice. So you got to show your work every day. That's what I had to get down to doing. So once I got down to doing that, it all became moving real slow to me and getting better moving. And like you say, my confidence level up, and I know what my ability is. So I was able to get that done and make the team.
I don't think it took long. I think it slowed down for you early because we started hearing your name and seeing your name on social media and through reports coming out of training camp early on. This kid from JMU may have something. This kid may be a guy that can make this roster and be special. Did you feel early on, man, I'm really settling into a zone here?
You know, kind of, getting to know the defense, just getting comfortable and being around everyone around the time, but I wasn't used to playing at game speed. Practice, we wasn't getting full contact, we was laying up on here and there, but you still able to make your plays when you can. So once you got to season time, I was able to get a couple starts, wasn't able to play up to my ability. But then I had to just trust myself even more, get down to the nitty gritty this offseason, knowing myself as a whole. So I think it did kind of slow down for me kind of early. Just trusting myself is one of my main abilities for me.
You've got the game on the field, and then sometimes you've got the game in the locker room, and ingratiating yourself as a part of the team. How long did it take to where you started feeling like, okay, yeah, I'm here, and I'm on this roster, and these guys are accepting me for what I'm able to do on the football field?
When other players was coming up to me, telling me, what like telling me getting my technique right, just telling me how I can be better at this, get better at that. Don't let up here, and to continue what I'm doing. Coaches started recognizing it, and I started, getting real comfortable into my factor of knowing like what I'm able to do and where I'm supposed to be at. So I think it was a good chance for me to just find myself as a whole too.
Now, you were accustomed at JMU to playing long seasons, playing deep into the playoffs. What was an NFL season like for you last year? The length, the duration, you talked about the speed, the physicality. How much dramatically different was it for you?
It was a long season. It's tough. It's way different than a college football season. Going that I'm knowing being going to deeper rounds of the playoff, but in the NFL is different because we really it's really out there grown man. I'm out there 300 pounds, people way bigger than me, like you say. But as a whole, you got to come in. It's not we don't have physical presence on our body as a college player does. So when we get our physical work done, it's on game day. So you got to take care of your body up to a game day, and if you don't, it shows. So that's one way of like just learning from the vets is putting it like just seeing how other vets move around, get treatment on their bodies, and knowing how long the season can be and wear down and tear down on people. So just it's totally different out there.
It's a different game as well from the media and the social media side, especially coming from a program like JMU that had so much success when you were here to a season where you struggled last year. I know you're on Twitter. I know you've been in social media. Have you had to maybe alter how you interact with people on social media and how much of that you're doing or how much you're leading or listening to or even reading now that this is a business for you as a professional?
Social media, you're going to see things because you're on social media, and social media is the new trend of life. So, you're going to see things, but I don't take my personal life or what I do in my job to social media because of what other people's opinions. That's as simple as that. Because you're gonna have fans. Fans not out there when you working with you on the job, and they don't see it as a profession as you see it. So and fans come with the game because we're entertainers. So I don't take none of my personal stuff to social media. I just have fun and enjoy the fans on social media. But looking at the stuff that they say on social media is not a big thing to me.
Before the pandemic, you had an alter of life, if you will, with a change in coaching staff. Now, you had a change in coach here at JMU. What's it like at the professional level? How different was it from having a difference, a changing of the guard at the collegiate level?
It's not it's quite the same difference, but it's just a little tweak there because now it's like I said, it's a job. You have this man, the new coaching staff coming in, they want these guys who they like. Now you got to show a whole nother first impression. Now you got to go through a whole nother playbook. Just got to get things going much quicker than normal on an NFL level.
That's challenging on a normal year, but now let's mix in a pandemic and no OTAs, and you're basically quarantined wherever you were, either there in Northern Virginia or maybe at home in Florida. So the process of trying to catch up to speed during a pandemic, did you find yourself in a playbook a lot more, and Zoom meetings and phone calls with coaches and other players?
Most definitely, because of the pandemic. Like you say, we wasn't able to go to OTAs and all that. And then we have a new coaching staff. So the whole training camp was to put down the little details and get down to the simple details to make sure everyone knows what it is. Like I said, we started off the game a little slow. We had to really get into the groove and just trust each other. And it is nitty gritty with the pandemic situation going on. It was hard for us, but as a team, as this being our job, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Where were you? Were you in Northern Virginia? Were you
Oh,
back with family?
I was back and forth. I was mostly in Florida, because my girlfriend was pregnant during the time, and I didn't want her to travel during the pandemic. So, I was down in Florida.
So you're spending some time down there, still trying to keep yourself in shape. We've heard a lot of stories coming out of the NBA and out of Major League Baseball about how some of the guys maybe weren't in shape. Were you devoting time every day to try to keep your body as in shape as you could, getting ready to go back whenever you got to go back?
Oh yes, most definitely. You are getting in shape. I'm running around the neighborhood, trying to get it in wherever I can, because you have the parks closed, the fields closed here and there. Just buying little small gym equipment for my house. So it is trying to kind of quite complicated, but workout is a workout. You can get workout anywhere, so you just gotta be able to find time for yourself to get it done.
What's it like going back? You went back as a national champion after you win the national championship in 2016, 2017 with James Madison. Now you're going back a professional football player. What's it like rolling back into hometown like that?
You know, it was good. It was a quite feeling. You know, I just gotta say, just a great joy. I just enjoy every moment of it. And I'm just trying to live it up as much as possible.
I know you probably remember those folks who said Jimmy Moreland will never be. Have you wanted to roll by their house and just honk the horn and just wave, just because they know?
Nah, not really. I'm a quite chill guy. Me. I just enjoy just joy gonna kill him with kindness. And just enjoy life. Just enjoy my life. Enjoy people, make people smile. Don't try to make them frown, nothing like that. And just get through life.
Tell us about how your family's doing. I know during the pandemic you talked about your girlfriend. How is everyone doing, and where are you now in life with your family?
Oh, everyone's doing wonderful. They just came up here because I had my birthday last month, so the family took a road trip up here. It was a great time with them. Now they back, and they was watching the game as a whole at the house, and they enjoyed it too. So just a great thing with them. They're all safe and sound, and I'm just glad they are. I'm just glad I can be able to help them anytime they want to.
How's Jimmy different? Is Jimmy the professional? I mean, obviously things have changed in your life. As far as you're making your own money now, making your own decisions. How's life different for you?
Life is totally different. You're not really going to school no more. You're not really focusing on education. So your time off is what you spend on getting your body done, your body work done for your job. And I got a lot of time off doing to what my job is. So with my whole life, I'm just finding ways to experience better things. Finding ways to how to help the community. With the whole situation going on with social justice, and the pandemic. Anything that I can do that to try to help. I try to find a way to do it. And I'm just enjoying life. Like I say, life is too short. As you can see right now, we're going through a pandemic. You just gotta enjoy every day, every moment of it.
It's the busy time. Obviously, you don't have probably a lot of downtime, but when you do get away from the facility after practice, what are you doing to entertain yourself, and how are you keeping yourself preoccupied just to maybe get away from football a little bit?
Mostly, it's like right now, it's a pandemic. So, I mostly, talk to family. If I ain't talking to family, I'm playing a game or enjoying being around teammates. I'm a game player, video game player. So I'm an in-house dude, just staying in the house and really just, I be with a lot of my old teammates as well too. So they come by, being that most of them from around this area, they come enjoy, they come stop by sometime, and I just enjoy life as it comes, like I said from the beginning.
How much fun has it been, and how much interaction have you followed from JMU Nation supporting your career?
Hey man, JMU Nation, everyone knows JMU Nation. They stand behind me. And they've been there from day one. Even with my struggles, when I made my mistakes as a freshman, I came back. They didn't shut me off or they didn't hand me down or like nothing like that. Fans are still behind me, and I respect that and I support them 100%.
Have you responded to all the text messages and emails and well wishes after your interception on Saturday? I'm sure you heard from coaches and former teammates and so forth like that.
I try, to respond to everybody, try to get to the most people I can, but it's a lot of them out there. But I try to get most people I can. Part of like, I say I got most of them done though.
You touched on a situation there your freshman year where you were a year without football. What do you say? You talked about wanting to make an impact on the community. What do you say to those kids who are teetering on, okay, I want to go do this, but I really want to play ball too? The commitment that it takes to play and to take advantage of your opportunities. What is your message to them?
The message is you got to sacrifice something, in order to get somewhere in life. To stand up and you don't get many opportunities. If you feel like the opportunity for you to make the decision, you got to make the decision on your own. Don't look for no one else. Don't look towards no one else, and don't put yourself in no one else's shoes. You got to live your life, and you got to stay on top of what you got to do for yourself and your family.
Last question for you, Jimmy. A lot of JMU fans are Washington football team fans. Of course, I'm a Carolina Panther fan, so I'm very familiar with Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio. You've got a new coaching staff who've brought a lot of experience in. Take us inside the locker room as far as the cohesiveness of this team coming out of week one with a big win, going into week two. Where's the attitude of this team, and what do you think the capability is this year?
I think the attitude been there from the day one. Coach Ron Rivera came in and said it. He's gonna be here for quite a long time. He see the potential in us, but he said it from the jump. We gotta do it. It's not up to him. He came here for a specific reason, to get to the Super Bowl again, and that's what we're working ourselves towards. And it might not take 1 year, it might take a couple years, but this is where we started now. It don't start in the middle of the season. It starts now. So, and that's what we've been trying to preach to ourselves, and just trying to keep going forward. Week two is just another week to be 2-0. Like all the coaches say. So now it's just on the Cardinals.
Well, Jimmy, we're so thrilled for your success thus far. Again, congratulations on the first interception of your career. We know there's going to be many more coming behind that. And no matter what pro team we pull for, we're still pulling for the people's corner. Jimmy Moreland, best of luck, best of health this year, man. Stay healthy, stay on the field, and know that we're pulling for you all the way. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. JMU Nation, man.